And set. Courtesy. Student creed number 1. I intend to develop myself in a positive manner and to avoid anything that would reduce my growth and physical health. Number 2. I intend to develop self-discipline in order to make best for myself and others. Number 2. I intend to use what I learned in class constructively and defensively to help myself be my full man and never be abusive or offensive. And courtesy. All right, so with Kali and really with all martial arts, as you look at movements, there's an X pattern, a T pattern, and then an X pattern. Right? So if we're to look at the ground and stand in the middle of it, I have forwards, I have backwards, I have side to side. I have forward at an angle on the right, I have forward at an angle at the left. I have backwards on the angle at the right, backwards on the angle at the left. Right? And so right now, all you're going to do is you're just simply going to think stepping with your right foot still. Like I can demonstrate anything. So step with one foot, we'll step with the left foot first, and kind of demonstrate that one. So I'm going to step forward with the left, and then I step to an angle with the left, and then I step to the side with the left. I step backwards to the left, the angle, I step straight backwards to the left. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the right foot. We're not going to cross sideways. So then you step forward to the right, to an angle with the right, side with the right, backwards to an angle with the right, and then straight backwards. And then you go back to the left. So right now, I just want you to work the step. So I'm going to step forward, step to an angle, step to the side, step back at an angle, step back. And then I do the same thing with right. Forward at an angle, forward to the side, backwards at an angle, and straight back. Right? And again with left. Forward, side, back, and then straight back. And right side. Keep practicing that for a couple of moments. Forward at an angle, side, backwards at an angle. So now what you're going to do is you're going to add in the straight. And as I step to the left, you're going to hit with the right. So you're just going to step right, and then right on the angle, ready to go to the side, ready to go backwards, ready to come straight back. And now as I go to the right, I use the left. So as I step forward, I'm going to hit with the left. And then on the angle, I hit with the left. And then to the side, and I hit with the left. And then backwards, and I hit with the left. And then all the way backwards, and I hit with the left. And then you do it again forward. Right, the left with the step, I hit with the right. On an angle, I hit with the right. Step to the side, I hit with the right. Step backwards, I hit with the right. And then as I step here, I hit with the right. And think about it, especially in these back ones, I want to turn my shoulder and really get a power, not just the stick in the arm, but my thigh weight is getting into that spot, right? So keep practicing that. Go. Good. This is considered the open guard. This is considered the closed guard, right? You could do either one at any given moment, right? So if you hear me could be fighting, I could be hearing. What I do from here is going to change, right? So if you happen to strike me and my hands are here, I'm going to tend to sit there and block that way. My hands are here, as I sit there and block, I kind of open, right? So my response is going to change depending on where my guard is, but that might just simply be a standpoint of which do I like that. This better, this better. Right?
That's it. That floor's such a mess. Crutches laying on the ground, sticks laying on the ground.
I feel like Willy Wonka. You real Willy Wonka? You walk down the very beginning, he's on the crutch, and he's still only walking, and all of a sudden he falls and rolls, and he pops.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're going to switch and you're going to hit with the same side as the foot you step with. So I step forward to the left, I strike with the left. I step forward to the left, I strike with the left. Step to the side, as I strike. Step backwards, as I strike. Step all the way backwards, as I strike. And then do the same thing with the right side. Right? And go. Good. So hit with the same side you're stepping. Good. Here.
You know what movie that's from? Poltergeist. Hello, Jim and Karen. We're working on the X stepping pattern, right? So we're just about to change this anyway. So as a quick reminder, I have a plus and I have an X, whether I'm thinking angles of attack or I'm thinking stepping. So we're just working on stepping and striking. So now what you're going to do is you're going to step with the right foot, and my right foot steps straight forward, and I'm going to hit with the right hand just as a one strike, right? And then I step forward in an angle, one strike. Step to the side, one strike. Step backwards with the right, one strike. Step straight backwards, one strike, right? And you're off. Go. Step with the right, hit with the right. Strike. Right. Step with the right, step with the right. Were you guys doing it alternating before? Oh. So actually, we're alternating Jim and Karen, so I'll give you guys like another 30 seconds so Jim and Karen can do it a couple of times. So if you step forward on, hit with the left, step forward, hit with the left, step to the side, hit with the left, right? And then when you're stepping with the right side, whatever side you're stepping with, you're hitting a one strike with that hand. Keep going. Now we're just going to take this backwards angle and we're going to cross our center line. So they go backwards, they only demonstrate on one side. So I'm going to step back with my left foot to the right backwards angle. As I do that, I'm going to strike with my right hand, right? And I've got a couple of different ways I do this. One is that I could be going down to a cat stance or a crossing stance rather than start striking, but I could also be stepping deep and then striking here, right? Imagine, if you will, like almost, I step to the side first where I get a block, and so now the person's over here. And now as I step backwards with his foot, look how well I'm wound up to really hit with that strike nice and hard. So this would more likely be the secondary step more than the initial step. The the initial step was probably when I stepped off to an angle and I cleared, and now I step back on this angle and I throw the stroke. But we're just going to do that secondary step. So all you're working on doing is I'm stepping right to the side and then coming down with the strike. I'm turning my body. Right, right now I want you to get the full body. Step at that backwards angle and then do strike. And then step right back up and go to the other side. Which I probably really shouldn't do even fine. And I go down. Right? On this angle, and I turn my body straight. And then the other angle. Turn the body straight.
Wait, do I slice the air with this?
So you should almost feel like you're starting in a crossing stance. I almost feel like I'm in a crossing stance, and then I unwind into a back upward stance. My deep stances are obviously shallow shoulder apart. More of a backward angle. Well, so if I go here, I'm stepping on the backwards angle. Oh, okay.
We get busy with this.
I want that outside my head. That's it. Get a little bit deep, Michael. That was better, Mike. Right, Michael, sorry. Get a little deeper with that back foot so you're really feeling like you're turning fully into it. So if you watch my body, I'm squared up here. As I step and I turn, look how much my body's turned. If I were to face you and I did this, I turn this way, and by the time I'm done with the strike, I'm looking at a backwards angle, at least from the camera viewpoint. But keep in mind, what I'm really doing is striking somebody right there, so I'm really sideways towards them. But from the camera angle, or from a straightforward angle, you're almost more looking at my back. Really get that deeper step. Not quite to the side. If you look at, you can see my feet a little bit better now. From here, here's the line. Instead of stepping straight to the line that way, I'm stepping backwards here. And then try. Keep practicing a couple more times. There. That's it, Pam. Really good. That's better, Michael. Did you just throw your stick? Had so much power, you lost your grip. Either that or those gloves aren't very sticky. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do it as a 2-count pattern. So we're going to go to the block that I did initially, and we're just going to go you can actually start from here if you wanted, or you can start with your hands here, but I'm going to clear this way on the first step. I did the wrong step. So step off to the side first. So instead of going in a crossing stance, my first step is just going to be my foot stepping off to the side as I clear, and then I step to that backwards angle, and then I do that next step. Right? And then I'll go to the other side. So I step off to the side. I can't do this side, but pretend I can as I clear, and then I step backwards with this foot to that angle, and then I turn my body as I do that. Right? So I did it facing the same way you guys are. I'm here, and I step off to the right side as I do the clear, and then I step back with my left, and I do the strike. And then I step back up, I step out to the left as I do the clear, and then my right foot steps back, with the left hand comes across the straight, right? So practice that. Step on the clear and then straight. your own body this way, how do you tap? Well, keep in mind, this is what's happening. You're in front of me, right? And I go to strike, you do the clear, boom, and now turn and strike. Step that way and strike. Look, you wouldn't be quite that far away, but you are pretty distance, right? And you're in position to not step back to the side. The target's also in the way. So actually come here in front again. This will probably help you. So picture this is what's happening. Jump right in the front. So I go to hit Mr. Custer. He steps off to the side as he does a clear, and now he angles backwards and he hits. Now keep in mind, he doesn't have to hit me. He might be striking this hand, boom. Now I no longer have this stick. And I'm suddenly turning towards him to try and do this. Now do the exact same thing and go the other way. Boom, he clears. And now he turns and look at, wham, there goes that other stick. And now he disarms both sticks by striking, which I know you guys couldn't see from that angle. Now that I look, the camera was totally in the way the whole time. So come over here and do that. Actually, come to the other side now. Stepping into space, right? So once again, we're here. I did the first one. He stepped off. So I could have. I was trying to beat him what I was doing. And then he angles, and it smash. There goes my hand. And I go to step it again. He steps to the other side, right? And then he turns his body and smashes my hand. So keep in mind again, with Filipino martial arts, the goal isn't to hit the body. The goal is to disarm them first. So I'm going to clear on the smash your hand, and then I'm going to attack the body. Right? So keep going. A couple more moments. All right, so now what I want you guys to do is what I was just doing with Nick. So one person is going to feed the left, and the other person is going to go clear and then turn their body like you're hitting the hand. And then the same person steps in again with your other hand. And then you clear and you hit that hand, right? So one more time, if I use Jennifer this time, slide forward a little bit. Then you're not on my left side. A little bit more. Okay. So I go to hit her with this hand. She steps to the side and then takes that back angle. And there's where my hand would get hit. And then I go to hit her with this other hand. And she steps to the other side now. And then turn. Yeah, there you go. Right? And so all you're doing is one side and then the other side, right? And don't send her back up in the middle of it. So instead of her coming back to the center, I'm going to turn and attack her. So once more I go this way, she turns and strikes. And now I have to go deep with this side because she's all the way over there. And now she steps back again. Boom, right? And so she's cutting the angle each time and leaving me fully exposed with my hand, right? So that's what you guys are going to do back and forth. And then you guys can go back and forth. No, you don't need to be in front of the camera. Just keep the, we have front of the camera. So one of you is attacking, and then so you go to tap with the right, for instance. Here, smash, and then here the other hand. Or do it as one stroke. So just go from here and go hit her with the first hand, and then with the other. Now also with this, and this is good feedback for you guys too, try and move to the outside of their arm, right? So as I swing at Jennifer, as I go this way, right? So so go the same way you just went. So as I do this, she's going to move to the outside of my hand, right? And so now when I go this way, I think move to the outside zone of the hand, right? That's always going to be the safer side to move to if you can, is the outside of their arm versus the inside. Because keep in mind, if she moves to the inside of this hand, she quickly has this to deal with. But if she moves to the outside of the hand, it's like a huge, once she goes there, look how much I've got to reach. You guys can't see her, but you guys can feel it. Look how far I got to reach to be able to get that strike versus you just stepped in front of this other one, right? So keep going. Sure. Yeah, and right. So you have to figure out too which hand actually is in the front piece on the block. And now the other hand. Smash, yeah. That's the choice. Go for more, but we'll do better. Right. And now she's got to step deep to get that left hand at you. And you just have to step a little bit. Right there. Go to the other side, go to the other side, to the right, get to the left, step back to the left, get to the left. Step back to the left. Okay. Do it like 3 by 3, and then maybe a little bit better. When you go 1 by 1, sometimes you go, I got to do this better, and then you hit it and forget a little bit. So hit it like 3 times. But go from this for everybody, just go from here. Even if I'm blocking, because I can easily go from here and still block it. Oh, yeah. Smash. That's it, Pam. 2, right?
Yeah.
Nice, Karen. You got it. That's it. Karen and Jim, do that again, but Karen, move backwards a little bit more so I can see Jim. Yeah. Move a little bit more so I can see what Jim's doing. Yes, that way. Right. So, Jim, you're going to walk forward so that you're more on the screen. Walk forward just a little bit more. Because once you know, forwards. Yes, there you go. Right. Yeah. Get out, go. Yes, exactly. Nice. Exactly. Yep. Looks good. I just wanted to see you and I couldn't see you before. Get both of the hands in on the block. Now for the Zoom team, now what I want you guys to do is start off the exact same way, but your second strike, I want you to take the stick away from them. So on the first one, you're still going to do the same thing, but then the second one, you have to do some sort of disarm. All right? Okay, go. Here, the hand that will be closer to her will be the one that's kind of pushing this. So you want to get to the outside. So if you go to the outside this way, if I'm stepping to the left, my right hand is the one that's pushing. Oh. And then my right foot steps back, and my left hand is the one that's pushing. Here, step, smash, right? Yep. Yes. And now smash the hand. Yep. That's it. Right. Something like that. Keep working on it. Nice, Michael.
Renchi,
Yep.
do you want us, on the second strike, do you want us to block it first and then disarm?
Depends. If you were doing a disarm like the half snake series off of Cambiata, then there's going to be a block first.
Okay,
But if you, well, there probably would always be a block first, yes. Because even if I were snaking it, you have 2 sticks in your hand, so it's always going to be a double stick disarm. So I'm going to
Okay.
tend to always block first and then snake something in to take the stick away.
okay, so the disarm is dealer's choice.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, yep. So I have to cut it short at this point, which I know we started just a couple minutes late, but I have candidate Zoom meeting in 2 minutes. So
Okay,
I've got to jump into that. But keep playing around with this concept if you're not too cold out in your garages, right?
Yeah.
To where you're getting comfortable with going block, hit the hand, and now as the other hand comes in, you're blocking it and getting a disarm out of it.
yes, sir. One question.
Sure.
What was the, I know I asked you this last time, on the boat staff, the hand positions of the 8 basic strikes?
Oh, the hand positions. I'd love to answer that, but I really don't have time to do it right now because I'd have to go get my bow staff and demonstrate it. So
We'll do it
hit
next-
bow
we'll do it
staff
next
on next Friday, and we'll cover that again.
Okay, yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Go get your crutches.
See ya.
Bye-bye.